Today, we're traveling to a country whose name tells the story of exploration, trade, and one of the most unexpected naming origins in Africa. We're talking about Cameroon, a country located at the crossroad of West and Central Africa. With a landscape ranging from lush rainforests to sweeping savannas, Cameroon is often called Africa in miniature, and in recent years, the continent, due to its incredible diversity. But did you know that the name of Cameroon has nothing to do with mountains, rivers, or kingdoms, but rather with prawns? Yes, you heard that right. Cameroon owes its name to a Portuguese phrase that translates to river of prawns. How did that happen? Let's dive in. It's the year 1472, and Portuguese explorers are sailing along the coast of West Africa. Among them is Fernão, one of the early European navigators venturing into unknown waters in search of new trade routes. As his ship moved inland, they arrived at a mighty river, the Wouri River, which flows into the Atlantic Ocean near present-day Douala. But what caught their attention wasn't just the river's size. It was what was inside the river. The waters were teeming with prawns, so abundant that the Portuguese named the river Rio dos Camarões, which translates to River of Prawns. This name wasn't just a casual observation. It was a defining label that would eventually extend to the land itself. And just like that, Camarões became the name by which Europeans referred to this region. Over time, as Europeans' presence in Africa grew, the name Camarões continued to be used by different colonial powers, including the Dutch, Germans, and eventually the British and French. They all adopted versions of the name, adapting it to their own languages. By the 19th and 20th century, colonial rules had divided Cameroon into different territories, with Germans establishing Cameroon with a K, K-A-M-E-R-U-N, as a colony in the late 1800s. Following World War I, control shifted between Britain and France, and the name evolved into what we now recognize as Cameroon with a C. But despite these colonial influences, the name's origin remained the same. A river filled with prawns, spotted by a Portuguese navigators centuries earlier. Today, Cameroon is a country rich in culture, languages, and traditions, though its name comes from a European explorer's observation of a river. Its identity is deeply African. Home to more than 250 ethnic groups and over 200 languages, Cameroon is often called Africa in miniature because of its diverse geography, wildlife, and cultures. From the bustling port city of Douala, where the Wouri River still flows, to the capital city Yaoundé, Cameroon stands as a reminder of how history, geography, and language come together to shape a nation's name. So, the next time you hear the name Cameroon, remember, it all started with a river, a Portuguese navigator, and a whole lot of prawns. Names tell stories, and Cameroon's name is a perfect example of how geography and history are intertwined. What was once just a passing observation by explorers became an enduring identity for millions of people. What do you think? If Cameroon had been named by its indigenous people instead of European explorers, what name might it have had? Let me know your thoughts. And if you love learning about the fascinating origins of country names, check out the Country Name Game. It's a fun and educational way to test your knowledge and explore global history. Visit www.countrynamegame.com to learn more. Until next time, keep exploring the hidden histories behind the names of nations. Thanks for listening.